Hello everybody, my name is Aaron, aka Pullin'Teeth, and welcome to kind of the, let's say, the prelude to Season 2 of PTW. If you missed Season 1, PTW is our E-Fed, where we started here in Fire Pro. We started by doing tournaments initially to crown all the champions, and then we went into a full series of running it like a full proper show. So now we're heading into Season 2, and I decided that the way to head into Season 2 is to once again go back to the tournaments, except now we already have champions. So, and most of the championships have number 1 contenders. So what we're going to do is we're going to run tournaments for each division again, or for most of the divisions. I'm not sure if I'm going to do all, but I think maybe we will do all. Yeah, screw it, we'll do all the divisions, and the winner of each tournament will get a guaranteed championship match at some point during Season 2. Treat it somewhat similar to Money in the Bank, shall we say. Like in Season 1 where Shawn Michaels won a Battle Royal and he cashed it in for a Junior Division Championship match at the end of a show. It's something similar to that, shall we say. So they can have the championship match at any point during Season 2. So the main things to take note of is in this tournament, this is going to be the World Championship one. So whoever wins this gets a guaranteed World Championship match at any point during Season 2. And they can treat it, like I said, like Money in the Bank, cash it in whenever the hell they want. Moment's notice, boom, gone in, there's the championship match. The main caveats to take away is that the champion is not going to be in this for obvious reasons, and their number 1 contender, their main number 1 contender, is also not going to be in this. So RVD is not in this, and the first World Championship match, I believe, is against Chris Jericho, so he's not in this either. However, the two other people that have been floating around the championship scene, there's a few people who've been floating around the championship scene, are in this. As you can see, Okada is there. And later down in the card, the former world champ Martial Law is in this tournament. So, very big players, and there's also a lot of new faces that are going to be in this tournament too. So, I'm not going to spoil everybody that's in it. You can see some of the people that are there. And the idea for this tournament is each episode is going to be 4 matches. At least for this first round, we'll work out from the second round from there. So it's a full 32-person tournament, so without any further delay, let's kick into the very first match in the tournament. Paul Phoenix versus Andre the Giant. Oh, that's apparently I'm on save, I'm not on play next match. Well, that was awkward, wasn't it? That was very awkward. Anyway, let's go straight into this. Starting off Season 2 with a bang. So those of you that didn't watch Season 1, all the initial tournaments for Season 1, go back and watch them. Go back, because there was a fun time. I generally enjoyed doing Season 1. I've been itching to get back into Season 2, and this feels like the best way to kick things off to get there. So folks, the first competitor in the Season 2 World Championship match tournament, it's Paul Phoenix. Paul had a hell of a Season 1, to be honest. He was a bit of a late player in Season 1. He appeared out of the blue last minute in Season 1 towards the end, aligning himself with the world champ at the time, Martial Law, and he ended up getting himself a world championship match. He was in a 3-way championship match with Law and Scott Steiner, where Steiner won the belt. Scott Steiner is also in this tournament later on as well, I will give you that. But this man, he only made 1 appearance, I believe, in Season 1. But he's trying to see if he can make himself a better Season 2. Andre the Giant and Paul Phoenix. And Paul, with his hair, is almost as tall as Andre. Go, good God! Scoop pile driver already from Andre. Andre is not messing around. He wants this, and he wants this quickly. But Paul is a brawler. Paul's got a lot of resilience. And he proved in the first season that he is kind of brutal when he wants to be. And is incredibly dangerous when he wants to be as well. Ankle lock on Andre. So you're going to see quite a lot of new faces here in this tournament as well. These two are somewhat familiar. Andre, obviously, like I said, only had one appearance. Paul had quite a few. But they are familiar faces in PTW. But don't expect everybody to be a familiar face. You will have seen in that opening bracket, there's a few people that will even show up in this episode that are not familiar. Wait, Andre with the move he invented, the pedigree. He didn't call it the pedigree, I don't know if he had a name for it. Probably was just an underhook facebuster, but oh god, right to the ribs of Andre, and Paul mounting him, pounding him on the back of the head, just donkey punching Andre the Giant. It's a very brave thing to do. And Andre going back to a pedigree again. Triple H be damned. Just a 1 count though, and Paul kicks out. It's going to take a lot to take either of these guys down. Back and forth they go now, and Paul gets the better of the exchange, taking Andre down. Dragging him out to the centre. Paul mounting him, going for an armbar. Andre manages to fire out of it. I say Paul is quite deadly with those arm bars. He can throw arm bars out of nowhere and get some big strikes in. But talking of big strikes, Andre is just hammering down. Andre just took Paul's biggest punch when it didn't go down. Paul launched that thing at Andre. Running stomp to the spine there. Andre just clubbing Paul down. The Giant is making full use of his size, but Paul keeps kicking out at 1. Look at these combinations from Paul. Goes back to the mount position, trying to pound Andre into submission now. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. There's the straight shot. That one dropped Andre. Cover the man, Paul. You might have a victory. No, Andre kicks out at 2. And another straight shot to the face. It takes a lot to drop Andre the Giant, and Paul is doing it in a consistent manner right now. He went back to the arm though. Smart move, but Andre just clubbing blows, and now a camel clutch from Andre. Someone that size sitting on your spine is going to hurt like hell. Someone any size sitting on your spine probably hurts like hell. Especially in that position, bending your back, camel clutch style. I've never been in a camel clutch. I don't think I have anyway, I can't remember. Andre, another pedigree. 2. Triple H is seething backstage that his finish is being made to look very weak. Another flying armbar from Paul. But Andre fires out of it. You've got to think that the world's champion RVD is watching this tournament very closely. He might have Chris Jericho on his mind, but at the same time, he's got to think to himself, whoever wins this could very easily just go straight at him. Very, very easily go straight for him. At a moment's notice. They could do it at any point. Like in that very first show, they could cash it in after RVD... After RVD defends his championship. That was easy for me to say. Why was that so hard? I believe the initial idea actually for the first show, looking at the notes I have for it, is going to be Jericho versus Okada. That was the idea, but Okada is in this tournament, so if Okada wins this tournament, I suppose that's scrapped. Oh my god, Andre just sitting on Paul's face! Jesus! And Andre, a big heavy scoop slam and drops the elbow. That could be all she wrote. Now Paul is still alive in this one. And Andre double underhook with the suplex. Powerful suplex from Andre. 2.9. Paul is still alive in this one somehow. Pedigree again from Andre. 1, 2. Throw. Paul is staying alive. Just drops Andre square in the face with that shot. Paul, cover 1, 2, throw 2.9 again. And here we go, strike for strike, back and forth. These two are kicking off this tournament in style. Bionic elbow from Paul. Takes a catch his breath. Andre back up. Paul straight away with the combinations, including the axe kick. Catching Andre again in the head. Andre just kicking Paul off like he's nothing. Deep breaths from Andre. He's going to start to struggle now. His stamina's not going to be the best. And there's the elbow again. 1, 2. That's all she wrote. Andre eliminates Paul, and Andre moves on to round 2 in this championship tournament. I say it's a championship tournament. This Contenders tournament, shall we say. The World's Title Division tournament. Obviously not everybody in this is going to make up the entirety of the division, but it is what it is. Let's move on to the second match in round 1. And here we go, second match of round 1 coming up next, folks. We mentioned him in the first match a couple of times. This match is going to include Okada, but his opponent is a new face here in PTW. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the legend himself, all the way from the realms of Scooby-Doo, it's Shaggy. People are very well aware of, it's become a meme over the past few years of how dangerous Shaggy can be, and he has made his way here to PTW to test out his skills. And he is testing his skills against the Rainmaker. So you've walked in, frying pan fire, Shaggy. You've walked into the fire straight away. You skipped the frying pan entirely. Okada became one of the top dogs in PTW towards the end of the series, looking to continue that momentum. Okada had himself a guaranteed championship match, and yet he decided he wanted to be in this tournament instead, because this gives him an opportunity to have a championship match anytime he wants it. Does that mean he's given up his title opportunity entirely? I suppose that's for management to decide. For them to know and us to find out. Okada dragging Shaggy out. Shaggy big forearm to the face. But then just being dropped, and Okada into a Boston Crab. Shaggy not in traditional wrestling attire, obviously. He's there in Converse and brown jeans. Where do you even buy brown jeans? Who knows? Either there's a cover, but already a kick out. Shaggy goes for a spin kick, isn't able to land it. One thing I will state as well is, if you are in one of these tournaments, it doesn't automatically exclude you from any of the other tournaments. But if you win one of these tournaments, that will exclude you from the other tournaments. So, the fact that Shaggy and Okada are in this, it doesn't necessarily mean that they can't show up in, for example, the tag team tournament or the hardcore tournament. Obviously, they can't show up in the... Oh God, look at those forearms. They can't show up in the junior division tournament because neither of them are juniors. I believe. I don't think Shaggy's a junior. He might be. He's very thin, very frail. He might be a junior. But Okada could definitely not show up in the juniors division tournament, or the women's tournament for that matter either. Rolling knee bar from Shaggy. And an axe kick to the back of the head. What's Shaggy doing now? Oh my God! Wait, Okada just bounced straight back up from that. I'm sure it showed up critical on the screen. Did anyone else show critical on the screen? Shaggy just snapped Okada's neck and Okada just got straight back up. This man is not human. How the hell did that work? Super kick from Shaggy. I suppose the critical aspect just didn't count. Stood up again, goes for a slap. Back fist attempt. Fucking up there off the rope. Shaggy holds on. There's a back fist from Shaggy. Off the ropes he goes. Big line. Sets Okada inside out. One. Just a one count and Okada kicks out. Ducks it. Okada's behind. Dangerous position. Shaggy got out of it very quickly. Going for a paradise lock now with Shaggy. Very close to those ropes, so Okada was able to escape and pinning. Maybe thought Shaggy might have bumped his head off that escape. Into the corner, Shaggy throws him off. What's happening here? Okada hits him. Shaggy rebounds off the ropes and a big lariat. Sent Okada inside out. Okada now big vertical suplex. Shaggy's dropped. Thrown back into the corner. Shaggy follows him in. Go for it maybe again. Okada big forearm. Shaggy rebounds. Another big lariat. And a super kick. Shaggy now runs in with a DDT, but Okada again bounces back up to his feet. Vertical suplex takes Shaggy down. Stop to the ribs. Shaggy goes for a back fist, doesn't connect. Big scoop slam does, however. Okada with the STF now, center of the ring. Shaggy's able to escape it. Shaggy's got him up. F10 from Shaggy. Cover 1, 2, 2.9. Shaggy with the F10 to Okada. Shouts out Wardlow, who, if you saw in the initial screen that we had there, Wardlow is in this tournament. That'd be an interesting combination if those two end up fighting. But we can't count out Okada. There's a reason why he's one of the top dogs in PTW. It looks like he keeps going for that Rainmaker. Oh no, he's not. He's going for the Germans instead. He's got two of them. Big drop kick to the back of the head. He decided not to go for the Rainmaker, keeping Shaggy guessing. Oh, but now over the knee. Shaggy's little neck nearly dislocated from his body, but Shaggy rolls through into an armbar. Somewhat of a Kimura style. There's an escape from Okada. Oh, Shaggy again with the F10. Nearly sent Okada out of the ring. Cover. 1, 2, 2.9. So close. Oh god, both men clock heads there. Double down, reset style. This is just round 1. Scoop and a slam from Okada, and Okada's up to the top. He's going for the elbow, and he connects perfectly to the chest of Shaggy. But he goes back up for a second. Obviously, he didn't think 1 was enough, but Shaggy now. Big line again, sends Okada inside out. Shaggy's feeling himself. Not that way. Rolls through back into the knee bar again, but very close to those ropes. Of course, there's no countouts and no disqualifications in PTW rules, but rope breaks are still a thing. You can still put yourself out of bounds. Dragging up there towards the centre, well, more towards the corner, I should say. Oh god, forearms back and forth with these two. Shaggy. Oh, Pele kick! But Okada just suddenly was back on his feet and booted Shaggy in the face. Oh god, the big combination from Shaggy. Off the ropes he goes. Handspring into a cutter. Okada's back up. Shaggy's busted now everything he's got here. Stood up, big drop kick. Stands him back up again. Has to keep him down. Rainmaker pose. Is he going for it? No. Shaggy able to escape. Up top. Diving cutter from Shaggy. This has been an absolute war. Okada follows him in. Stomps to the ribs now. Just try to choke Shaggy out with that boot. It's one way of doing it and keeping someone down. Cut off all their circulation entirely. There's a mule kick from Shaggy. It looks like he's taking a second. Thought he might be thinking run up, but no, he's thinking F10 again. Could that be it? 1, 2, 2.9. Okada is still alive in this one. Okada tombstone. Rainmaker pose. He's dragging Shaggy out. He's got to be thinking Rainmaker. He is! Inside out. 1, 2. Okada moves on to the second round. Okada will meet Andre the Giant in round 2. Good God almighty, that was a war. That was an absolute war. Take nothing away from Shaggy. He had a defining moment. He had a defining performance, that one. Say it was his first showing here in PTW. He did pretty damn well. It's match number 3 in round number 1. Here coming up next, folks, we have got 2, I believe, newcomers here to PTW. I'm not sure. I don't think either of these men have made appearances so far. But ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring, the Samoan bulldozer himself, Umaga. If Umaga has made an appearance before, it's been very, very brief. I don't think he has in PTW, if memory serves. But he is going to be taking on someone who also I don't believe has made an appearance, which is somewhat surprising. But ladies and gentlemen, the legend himself, Rey Mysterio. Ray on his way down to the ring, Mr. 619. He's got an uphill battle here. He could have very easily appeared in the Junior Division tournament, but he's decided to go for the World's Championship. But he is standing across the ring from the Samoan bulldozer, which is not somewhere you want to be if you're someone Rey Mysterio's size, but Rey is used to this. He is used to fighting people a lot smaller than him. Rey will pick up the pace as much as possible, but Umaga can keep pace when he wants to. Leg drop to the back of the head. Because if those of you who have noticed, we have a new referee here for this. We have got some new refs here in PTW. This is Ref Steve, we call him. Ref Steve drew the luck of the draw to be the referee for this tournament. Thought we'd introduce him. There's the cover, but no, already a kick out from Rey. Don't know what Rey was going for there. Oh, there he goes at that time. Victory roll. Wasn't able to get it though. It was somewhat of a victory roll anyway. Close enough. Rey back with a bow and arrow. Interesting that that's the strategy Rey's going for. I thought Rey would be trying to keep moving, not try and keep Umaga in holds, because Umaga can just power his way out of them. Oh god, headbutts in the corner. Umaga had Rey trapped with nowhere to go, but Rey coming back with those kicks, dropping Umaga down, double knees to the spine. Umaga though, oh god, Rikishi driver from Umaga. Shouts out to another member of that family. Dropping the head to the groin there. Rey Mysterio is trying to fire out with forearms. Umaga just his overhead slaps, just slapping Big Ray away. Big Ray. But there's another headbutt to the groin. Oh, Umaga went for that thrust kick, wasn't able to connect. Spinning back kick worked. Leg drop to the back of the head worked as well. Oh, Umaga, Samoan spike. Good night, Irene. It could be all over, but no, Rey is still alive in this one. Last second, but Umaga again. 1, 2. Rey still somehow hanging in there. Rey with a running Rana into a double stomp. Pops up to his feet. Frog splash attempt, but no, Umaga saw it coming. Umaga just circling Rey for a second, but got caught with the TNA kick, or a soul, but whatever you want to call it. There's a frog splash. Oh no, he goes for it again. Still didn't connect. Umaga has got that frog splash scouted. Well, maybe Rey just needs to do a bit more damage to keep Umaga down. Oh, but Umaga again, another Samoan spike. Easier said than done on Rey's side. But Rey is still alive in this one. Somehow, some way. Umaga big chops, double-handed. Falling headbutt, square to the forehead of Mysterio. Rey still swinging in this one, somehow. He will not stay down, but Samoan drop will keep you down. Umaga with the cover. 1, 2, 3. The Samoan drop, and Umaga moves on with relative ease, putting Mysterio away like he was nothing. 7 minutes and 33 seconds. Umaga somewhat powered through that one. Maybe Rey needs to take a step back and consider moving to a different division. I think he might have aimed a little too high by going straight for the world title scene this time. Or it was just unlucky to pull Umaga in round 1. And here we go, folks, the fourth match in round 1, which is going to be the last match of this episode. We have got ourselves 2 heavy hitters, 2 people that you could consider to be heavy favourites to win the whole damn thing. Ladies and gentlemen, making a PTW debut here tonight, it is Mr. Mayhem himself. It is Wardlow. Wardlow's been making waves recently in the wrestling world, and he's made his way here to PTW to enter this tournament. See how he does. But he has got his hands full as he is taking on a PTW favourite, someone who has been around since almost day 1. It is the best bout machine himself. It is Kenny Omega. Kenny has mostly been in the tag team scene here in PTW. So I guess he's trying to make his way to the world title division now, which he is more than capable of doing, but can he cope against Wardlow? Can he cope against Mr. Mayhem? As I say, Kenny has been mostly in tag team scenes since he came to PTW, so this was one of his few ventures into the singles realm. We all know that he's an incredible singles competitor, but he might just be a little out of whack for it. Oh, good God. Wardlow just manhandling Omega. Got him down and ramming the knees down there. Kenny, though, going to go for a suplex. Wardlow just overpowering him. Dragging him out. But Kenny, big drop kick. Kenny's got to stick and move. He's got to rely on his speed and his agility. That's one thing he's going to be able to outpace Wardlow with. If he just stands and throws with Wardlow, Wardlow's going to take the advantage here. Look at this. Oh my God, the transitions from Wardlow with relative ease. Omega. Oh, he might have been thinking V-trigger. You can bust those out of nowhere, those V-triggers, and they are deadly, but a spine buster again from Wardlow. It's going to be Wardlow's game plan this entire time. It's going to be power. It works for him though, so you can't knock it. Reversal of the whip. And another spinebuster one-handed. And here we go. Strike for strike. Back and forth they go. Wardlow. Big line. Omega. Big enziguri. Kenny still alive in this one. V-trigger to the back of the head. And a knee drop to the back of the head too. Enziguri taking Wardlow down. And Wardlow's back up before Kenny is. Snap suplex though from Omega. Cover. 1, 2. Just a 2 count and Wardlow bows out. I think that V-trigger might have rocked Wardlow quite considerably. Oh, wait a second. Power bomb. Are we getting the symphony? 2 power bombs. Is he going for the third? No, Omega drop toe holds out of it. Omega not letting himself get hit with more. He got hit with 2. He managed to escape the third. Go behind but didn't manage it. You can't escape. Locked up now, thrown into the side. Kenny now, kick to the ribs, off the ropes, V-trigger. Goodbye and good night. Oh, again another one. This is what Kenny needs to do. Or we might have been thinking that Tiger Driver, Pile Driver, whatever you want to call it. Wardlow, right, spin out with the slam. Oh, but Kenny, again with the you can't escape. The Fit Finley roll. Go behind. Omega, he's got in one-winged angel, center of the ring. 2. Oh, Wardlow survives the one-winged angel. Nobody kicks out of it, but apparently in PTW they do. And now he's going for the Powerbomb Symphony. He's got 2 of them. Oh, Kenny again escapes the third and goes for the Kamigoye. 1, 2. Oh, Omega so close to beating Wardlow there. I'm not sure he'd classify as a favourite. On paper, I suppose you'd say, looking at like the physicality and the stats and everything, you'd say Wardlow, but Omega is arguably the best in the world. Oh, Kenny again with those knees, but Wardlow just powers through him, and a big lariat. Back into the power bombs. I've lost count of how many we've had so far. That's going to be what, 6? But Omega is not letting Wardlow get the final one. Wardlow keeps going for 3. And Omega with double stomps, repeated double stomps off the top. Standing Wardlow up. Oh, but Wardlow comes out swinging big strikes to the head and a clubbing blow to the spine. Oh, but Omega again is shut down, and Wardlow back to the power bombs again. He's got 1. There's the second. Will he get the third? Omega again is not letting it happen. Kenny. 1. Winged Angel. 2. Omega moves on to round 2, but it was not easy. Kenny took so many damn power bombs in that match. So many power bombs. Kenny's spine is going to be absolutely destroyed. Good God. And he's got to face Umaga in round 2. That is going to be something. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining me in this one. It has been a genuine pleasure as per usual. We're getting back into things. PTW will return once these tournaments are over and done with, so look forward to that. But thank you everybody so much once again for joining me. Genuine pleasure as per usual. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill, all the fun stuff. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!